Hello, YouTube. This is Captain Smooth's guide on how to approach writing and producing a Roots Reggae song. Of course, you can adapt on these ideas, but this is how I approach writing a Roots Reggae song. First, I'm going to start out with the chords, or what is commonly referred to as the skank or the clip. I like to write out the chords with the number of times you're going to play the chord in each bar. This progression is from a song by film composer Ennio Morricone that I rewrote for a reggae style. It, along with many other classic Morricone tunes, are on my most recent dub release, The Good, the Bad, and the Dubby, which you can find in the link in the description. In this rhythm, we are going to use D minor, F, G, and A minor. In the second half of the progression, we'll replace the A minor with a D minor. There are many different variations on how the chords are played, which I will dive deeper about in another video. Next, we are going to add the organ or bubble. I prefer to call this the shuffle when I'm working with my band. It's all about the tone of the organ and the method of how you play. It is important that the organ has a pumping sound, and don't be afraid to let the left hand drag a little on the end of the progression. Something like this. You can add other instruments or sounds depending on the mood of the song, like clavinet or Fender Rhodes. Since we're working on the skank, I'm going to add the guitar next. It can be tricky to get that authentic roots skank sound. You may want to try striking the strings in a very quick motion while quickly pushing the strings on and off the fretboard with your other hand. Both hands are crucial to making this sound work. Next up is the bass. There are two things you want to keep in mind when writing a traditional roots reggae or dub bass line. The first is called kach. This word means to chill or relax. Kach can be utilized when writing a bass line in how busy it is and how you're phrasing your lines. You want to leave space in between your line for the skank and drums to breathe. In most cases with reggae, less is more. Number two, you don't always want to put the emphasis on beat one. When you play reggae, beat one should be felt and not heard. The bass line I'm about to do is a perfect example of this. It's going to start on beat 2. Another thing to remember is you don't always need to play with just the root and the 5th in the scale. I like including the 3rd or the 7th. Sound of doubling the bass over the guitar. So I'm going to show you how to do this next. This is a great sound you will almost always hear with bands like the Roots Reggae. Palm muting is always encouraged. I like to refer to this as the bubble or stick. Next, we must record the drums. The drum beat I'm going to do on this song is commonly referred to by reggae musicians as rockers. Soon I'll be posting a Roots Reggae drum video tutorial where I will go in depth about all the different styles and variations on drum, so stay tuned for that. It's time for the melody. This line could be played on horns or could be sung, but in this case, I'll be using a melodica. basics for a roots reggae rhythm, we can make a dub. In reggae, a dub is a remix or instrumental version of a recorded song. Most of the emphasis is on the studio and the production. Sometimes artists will overdub new sounds, but typically the focus is on minimizing the sounds, focusing on the drums, bass, and adding effects. Listen to this next sample and note the differences from the original mix. Thank you for visiting our channel, and remember to like and subscribe for more music related videos. Leave your thoughts in the comments and tell us what you think.